about to open a window into the life of a ghost hunter. We'll show you dark, creepy roads that fade into night. But most importantly, we'll show you what happens along the way there.
Hey everybody, I'm Jeff.
I'm Linda.
And welcome to another episode of Gas, Grub, and Ghosts, where we're out here on quite an adventure. We're going to be gone the entire weekend. We got some investigations lined up. One tonight in
Ringgold?
Ringgold. And then one tomorrow in Ferrystone.
Near Ferrystone State Park.
Near
yes.
Ferrystone. I thought the address was Ferrystone. Bassett is near there, but that's not actually where it is.
Okay, we don't know where it is.
It's Ferrystone. Everyone's slamming on their brakes.
Because this guy's being an idiot driving 2 miles an hour. I know. I don't know what's.
But anyway, Gas, Grub, and Ghosts, if you haven't seen it before, stay tuned because you don't have to like paranormal stuff. We're actually going to go out on the road here, and it's not so much about the investigation. We're hoping we'll be able to get videos of these investigations and perhaps put them out as either regular investigation videos, paranormal case files, whatever, but you'll be able to see a video of the investigation on its own if that's your thing. But right now, we're heading down towards Ringgold.
Yeah, we're on 95 South at the moment.
We haven't eaten in quite some time, so we're just going to kind of keep our eyes open, probably a little further away from Petersburg, where we're at right now.
Yeah.
Find somewhere to eat, and then we're going to meet up with Matt. And hit this first house. We got a campground lined up for the weekend, so we're going to be camping out after the investigations. Might have some campfire tales from beyond the grave. I don't know, but it's going to be quite an exciting adventure. Probably 2 parts here. This will be part 1, and then tomorrow will be part 2 on the Gas, Grub, and Ghost, so we don't bore you with an hour-long video,
right?
As we have in the past. Plus, it gives us more content to split it into 2.
That's true.
Alright, so we're here at a Zaxby's. And a Zaxby's is kind of like a chicken place if you're not familiar with it. They have them down this way. This is the kind of food they got. Linda got like the 4-piece chicken tenders, some fries, coleslaw. They got the Texas toast. And then this one's called the Wings and Things. It's got fries, chicken tenders, some of that toast. And they have various sauces you can get. I got the tongue torch. It's supposed to be hot. It's really not, but it's got some good flavor to it.
It does, and I like Zaxby's. They have really good salads too. Every so often you can get they have like a limited time only kind of salad, and they have this like Asian one, and it comes with an egg roll in it. It's amazing.
Love that egg roll salad. That's good stuff.
It's really, really good.
So I got the sun behind me, so I'm gonna have to back up a little bit. Take a rotisserie bite here.
Whoa. I bet that was hot.
It was. Not spicy, just hot.
Yeah.
Very good. All right, so we're back on the road here, and we always remember when we get out here that I think get firewood.
Yeah.
And you know, we can't really go out and cut trees down at these campsites.
No.
They kind of frown on that. Plus,
They
it's
do.
tough to burn the green wood and everything.
Yeah.
So
Plus, it
there's
takes a
that.
long time with your pocket knife.
Yes. So we found a food line.
We did.
And they got firewood, hopefully. And bacon, which we're going to need for the morning. We got it. We got a long time before morning, but still, we always got to think ahead. We got to have that meal plan laid out there so that we don't go hungry at any point in time. So.
Yeah, especially since some of these campgrounds we stay at are kind of out of the way.
Right.
Like they're out in the middle of nowhere, so yeah.
That's right.
Definitely got to get some bacon.
Let's go check it out.
All right. Or does it not beep when it's on?
Good question. Linda says that you can always tell the kind of
Populous.
when you come to a food line. She says you can tell what the area is like because you get everybody at the food line. You know, it's like the main place where people come to, especially out here where there's just a few scattered gas stations and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's only like grocery store in probably 20 or 30 miles.
That's it. The first thing when we came in the door, we see a guy leaving with a Trump 2020 hat on. So that's pretty cool.
Yes. Think so? Smithfield?
Smithfield maple bacon.
Sounds good.
They do have a plethora of bacon here, which is good.
Yeah. But we're not.
Everyone likes bacon. I mean, bacon's a very versatile food.
It is, and I don't really care what kind of bacon it is. I'll eat it.
Right. It's one of those things. It's breakfast, it's dinner, it's snack, it's lunch.
Exactly.
So for some reason, always in the middle of nowhere, there's a Dollar General.
Yeah.
Have you noticed that?
And thank God for that, because we went over to the gas station next door to stop and pee. Like my back, like my back teeth were literally floating. I was willing to try to stop by the side of the road if we had to. And it was like this yellow beacon in the night, Dollar General. I was like, oh,
a yellow beacon.
Place to
there
pee.
It is.
Yeah, it was.
And they're open past 9, which is good. A lot
they
of them
are
close before 9. So.
They do.
So good one. Right out here, and you're literally like, there's the scary gas station, and then Dollar General sign, and look, nothing.
Yep.
Nothing.
Nothing.
For miles.
Yeah.
All right, so we are heading down this dark, creepy road, which is kind of our scene. And we wrapped up the investigation. We did the investigation. We took all the video of the investigation, and that's going to be in a separate video. So make sure you look out for that. But we will give a little bit of a debrief.
South Boston Road.
First thing we're going to do is get to his Sheetz and get some post-investigation coffee. And then we will maybe do a little debrief and head out to the campground. See what Salthouse Lake is all about.
Salthouse Branch.
Salthouse Branch.
Yes.
So,
it is near a lake, but that's not the name of the lake.
all right. Reason to stay tuned.
Turn left on the South Boston Road.
Like bumpy as hell.
So we stopped off at a Sheetz here in Danville, and it's a good time of night to be here. It's very crowded, very active, and it's safe because I don't know, you probably didn't see any, but last time we were in Danville, they have these signs that say no gangs. So it makes me feel safer because I know you picture all these gang guys walking down, they see the sign like, all right, I got to break it up.
Yeah,
no gangs.
Gotta
so
go away from Danville.
we're absolutely safe here in this Sheetz. Yeah. Was that your bass slumping over there? What are you going with there?
I'm going for a cup of Giffin. Out of here.
Any food?
I think this.
Gonna get a
No.
little made to order, a little MTO.
No. I think I'm just gonna get a snack. Like it's pretty late, you know. I'm not trying to do all that.
I see what you're saying. So, I don't know about you, but I got a big bag of hot fries. I got a pickled sausage, coffee, and my life on the side. No gangs, you said? No gangs?
You should.
We were leaving the Sheetz, and Matt is following us. We're gonna have to kind of get his thoughts on this, perhaps, when we get to the campsite here and everything. But we were pulling out, and you know what? I'm not even gonna say it because I tend to fabricate. People think I'm joking all the time. So I'll let Linda say what was happening as we were pulling out of the Sheetz.
Okay, but let me just set the scene for you. You know, when we pulled in, there was cars everywhere. You know, cars that were missing hoods, cars that had flat tires. Like one guy drove out of there on a completely flat tire. You know, the trash receptacles that you find in the like aisles where the gas is were all overflowing onto the ground. You know, it's trash everywhere throughout this parking lot, and like there's bass thumping, there's people talking and yelling. They had multiple security guards, which I've never ever seen in a Sheetz before. They were unarmed, mind you, which is bad idea at that Sheetz, right? Really bad idea.
So.
And one of the security guards looked like he could probably handle some people if he had to, but the other one was this woman that was like 4'8", maybe, and like 70 years old. And I'm thinking to myself, like, what is she gonna do, right? Like, if something broke out there, like, they could pick her up and toss her like a shot put, you know? It's just, like, she wasn't gonna do anything. So it was crazy. That place was a madhouse. Like, I've never in my life ever been to a place like that, and I don't ever want to go back, because it was like one of Dante's circles of hell. So it's just, I'm never, ever, ever going to that Sheetz again. I don't care
We'll probably
what
be
kind of
back
food
there.
they got. No. No, we will find something else, but I don't care what
if we
kind
do
of
go
food
back
you
there, we
got.
gotta worry about that old lady security guard kicking us out because we, said she looked like she was 70 and 4'8".
Yeah. Well, and the look she was
probably like
giving me,
40 and
yeah, and the look
New karate or something
yeah,
like that.
when I made eye contact with her in the store, she'd like, the look she gave me was like, girl, what are you doing here? Because you do not belong here.
Yeah. She was like, good luck getting out of here with your life.
Yeah, with your life, yeah. That's the kind of look she was giving us, and I was like, oh shit, what did we get ourselves into? It was scary. That was really scary. But yeah, as we're driving out of the parking lot, it took forever to try to back out of our parking space because there's so many people driving past. And when we finally got out of there, we were like, oh, okay, breathe a sigh of relief. We're getting out of here. And then as we're exiting through this little exit area back out onto the street, one security guard that I said actually looked like he could handle somebody was tying off crime scene tape to one of the signs and about to rope it across the drive that we were exiting out of. And it was like unreal. Like we were scared we were gonna get stuck there and
In a crime scene.
At a crime scene. I don't know what crime scene this was or what crime was going on, but that was horrible. That was horrible.
That was quite an adventure, and it was nonetheless the red beacon of hope in the night, as Sheetz is, where we find coffee and food and a little bit of peace in between the chaos of the paranormal field here. And I guarantee you, once again, we will be back into a place like that. Our journeys into the night will probably lead us into a place where perhaps some unsavory characters tend to linger. Maybe not. I don't know. But it's all part of the job of being a ghost hunter. You gotta take risks, and one of those risks involves places that you stop for coffee along the way.
But see, the thing about it is that Sheetz really needs to rethink their color schemes in certain locations, because red is one of those colors that like really angers people and gets people riled up, and like you need to change the color to like maybe a soft powdery blue at that location, because it might calm some people down. I don't know.
It's true.
It would certainly be worth a try.
Red makes people angry.
It does, yeah. So yeah, I don't know. Like maybe you need to rethink your color scheme at that
location. There and throwing down, seeing the red beacon. And
yeah,
just getting mad.
Like getting out of the car.
Girls are out there twerking on the hoods of the cars and stuff like that.
They actually were. Yeah,
it was something else.
Yeah, I've never seen anything like it.
All right, so here we are coming up.
Just watch for the
Campsite.
Just watch for the numbers here.
There's people.
There's 61.
Yeah, we're coming all the way up this mountain.
We
here
are.
On this little narrow road.
Little teeny narrow road, like not even kidding narrow.
Yeah. And the road getting here was no less narrow. Well, it was less narrow, but it was very windy. Just those fun mountain roads.
Oh,
Look, I'm not even sure where to go from here. We drive.
yeah, curve around to the left.
There's 70 right there.
Here's 70.
So here we are, and it's quiet hours.
wee hours of the morning. And our site is kind of like this. Not very big, not a lot of room for a tent. I don't know if we could squeeze one back there or not, but it's just downhill off of here. And I don't have a brighter flashlight, but this is what we're looking at here is our fire pit and our picnic table. So pretty cool campsite. There's people right there. And, it sucks, but what can you do? So we got here and been sitting here for a little while, but first thing we did is walk down to the bathroom, and that was quite a trek, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, it was down a mountain and then down another mountain, and
It was uphill both ways.
yeah, it was no joke.
It was, yeah, because we noticed that we were winding our way up a mountain as we were driving up to the campsite, and yeah, definitely downhill all the way to the bathroom. It was rough. It was rough coming back up, but the investigation tonight was actually pretty cool. You know, there was just these a girl and two guys living in this house, and they were renting it, and she had seen quite a few things, and you know, we didn't really get a lot of experiences, a lot of paranormal activity while we were there. The cat balls, for some reason, were really active, but nothing really seemed to react to us. It didn't seem like anything was really responding. Didn't seem to want to talk or interact with us. Maybe something just passing through and just kind of wanted to mess with that cat ball and then move on. So it was interesting.
Yeah. What are your thoughts there, Matt?
I mean, yeah, the biggest thing is whatever was there, if anything was there, it just really didn't seem like it wanted to listen. We were saying it was almost like a cat or a child. Yeah, it felt like it was just passing through because we just got a little bit in the beginning and then it just kind of fizzled out. Like it was like, you guys are asking too much, so maybe I'll come back later. Yeah, it was interesting because we got some responses and then it just slowly started to die off, like a gradual slowdown.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah.
I was looking up, so we're gonna start this new little series here called Haunted Auction. All right, where we're gonna kind of investigate some items that are allegedly haunted and see if there's any truth behind them. But as I was looking through items, I did find a cross, like a priest's cross, that was allegedly haunted. It's not the one I bought.
That was going to be my next question.
No. But my question is, do you think it's possible for a rosary or for a crucifix to be haunted?
Ooh, that's a good question. I guess it could be, but I would expect that if it was haunted, it was haunted by the person who carried it. Just like jewelry can have an attachment, because the person who wore the jewelry all their lives, it's held some special meaning for them. So I would imagine that if a cross or a rosary was haunted, it was the person who carried it all of their lives that, you know, would be haunting it.
Yeah, what do you think, Matt?
I would agree. I would also say that in cases of like religious objects, if it's something that might have been misused, because a lot of times people will take religious objects that are sacred and attempt to use them for like wrongdoings or evil purposes. I think that could potentially conjure up something that could stick to it that's
true.
potentially negative. So it could go either way. It could be like a person who owned it that just stuck with it because it brought them peace, or it could have been somebody owned the object and used it or attempted to use it for ill intentions, and that could have caused something negative to get trapped inside it. So it could go either way with something like that.
That's true.
Yeah, and it's crazy when you think about it with the cross, because you would typically use that to get rid of something dark. So if it is like a dark attachment,
Yes.
it's crazy to think that, you know, something that would be used to get rid of it could attach itself to it too.
Yeah, that's true.
But some food for thought there. On another note, Matt, I hit this zombie deer the other day.
Yeah.
Now keep in mind, like on these roads, like we drove up today and everything else, like I've never hit a deer.
Yeah.
Right, all these
Yeah.
times we spent driving around in the night, never hit a deer. So it's broad daylight. I'm driving home, and there's this dead deer on the side of the road.
Yeah.
Right, this thing hops up and comes flopping out in the road right in front of me.
Oh, jeez.
And I hit it again.
Oh.
And then it got up and went running off.
Yeah.
Craziest thing I'd ever seen. You ever seen anything like that?
I haven't. I've heard of stuff like that where it's like it gets hit and then it goes into shock, and even though like all of its bones could be broken, it's just like you always wonder how they end up on the side of the road.
Yeah.
So that if they get hit, they probably are in shock and get up and try to escape, but then their body just collapses in on themselves.
Right.
But I haven't seen that. I don't want to see that. It
No,
sounds pretty
no.
disturbing.
I'm pretty sure it was a zombie deer. I don't know.
You may see strange signs, like I did that night.